Okay, now let us talk about Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, today I will be looking at the one from 1988, Part 4, The Dream Master, 1989, Part 5, Dream Child, and 1991, Freddie's Final Nightmare. No, with everything that we do, we need to exercise critical thinking. We need to connect the dots and most definitely ask questions. What is it that Hollywood is trying to tell us? When Hollywood show us their hand, we need to pay attention and we need to connect the dots. Right now, these people put their technology and they put the way they intend to destroy humanity, they put it in the form of movies, they put it in the form of entertainment. Are you all not thoroughly entertained? Right now, let us ask questions and most definitely connect the dots to this three final part that I'll be looking at for the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Now, before we start, I would like to take us back to part 1, and there's a few lines that I need to tell you about Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors from 1987 that I forget to mention. Right now, there is a section in the movie where Freddie uses these characters' desire and their weaknesses to conquer them, to destroy them. Right? So what they're trying to tell us in this movie is that our desires, the thing that we love, we desire and love the most, they can take it and use it against you to destroy you. And your weaknesses, they can also use that as well. No, one of the characters in the movie is a recovering drug addict, and Freddie was able to use that to full effect to destroy this individual. And in the movie, we got a character that just loves sex. He's always lustful, lusting after one of the nurse. Now, Freddie, who is a dream demon, sensed that he have a thing for the nurse. So what did Freddie do? Turn up in his dreams in the form of this attractive, beautiful nurse, and they start to make out. Now, when Freddie get him in the position that he wants, Freddie show his true colors. Right? No, the moral of the story is this, right? You all need to understand, many of you that have dreams that you are meeting beautiful, attractive, whatever it is in your dreams, they are nothing but ugly, monstrous demons. And they can project in your minds that they are beautiful and attractive. And that is what you need to know. They are masters of using mind control techniques. Even when you're awake, they can control your mind. When you're awake and feel that you're in control, when you're awake and feel that you are so educated and feel that you're so much of a leader and that you're in control, you are not. These entities, they can control you when you're awake and they can control you when you are sleeping. For those of us that make it through this world, it is just the grace of the Most High why a lot of us make it in one piece in this life. Right? So don't get ahead of yourself when somebody else makes a mistake and you're feeling that somehow you are superior because you're able to hold it together. No. These entities will come after you. They are extremely intelligent. They were made before man. We cannot outsmart them, outthink them, or outwit them. Right? So be humble. Right? You are just a man. Now let's get into some more that I missed from the part 3 Freddy Krueger or Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, the nurse Amanda Krueger is explaining how Freddy Krueger was created. Now, Amanda Krueger in the movie was raped hundreds of times by these criminally insane, right? And that is a sex orgy, right, with low vibrational creatures. And the outcome is Freddy Krueger. What are they telling you? That you need to be careful who you have sex with. right? Because you too can have a child that is like Freddie Cougar, because sex is an exchange of energy, right? And sex is like blood in the water of sharks, blood in the water with sharks. That is what sex is like. It is a very powerful energy. And when you're having sex and it is not authorized by the Most High, all you're having is that entities are joining in, whether you want to believe it or not. If your relation is not authorized, or you do not invite the Most High to consecrate the union, then what you're having is a orgy with demons. A lot of you will find that hard to believe or find that hard to understand. But these entities that surround humanity, they are all about sex. Because this life was started by sex, and sex will finish it. Right? They love sex. Sex is like blood in the water to sharks. Right? Now, let us go over to part 4, Dream Master from 1988. And this one is all about collecting souls. Freddie is killing and collecting souls because he gained energy and power from collecting people's souls. Where have we heard this one before, where they are going about killing people's children to collect their blood so that they can be young, right? Now, understand when Hollywood is talking to you. Now, an interesting part in the movie is with the dog, right? One of the characters have a dog, and as soon as the entity enters the room, the dog leaves. The dog senses the danger, right? Now, you have to have very good eyes to spot what is going on, because the dog even end up turning evil in the dream, right? But animals on a whole, right? Birds, cats, dog, they can see in the spiritual realm. They can see these entities, positive, good ones. They know when they enter the room. So it's always good to have one of these creatures at home so you can know what is happening around you, because there is a massive unseen world that is going on around you and you do not understand, because many of you have too much money, too much education, and you feel that you are high and mighty when you do not know nothing. There's a spiritual war that is fighting around humanity, and it has been happening for thousands of years. Now that war is getting ready to spill on out into our reality, right? And that is when things are coming on the earth that men's heart will fail them. Understand, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, right? Now let's get into number 5. Now number 5 is very telling and mighty interesting, because in 5 the main character is pregnant and Freddie wants to contaminate the seed. He wants to contaminate the seed of man. Where have we heard that one before? Right? In the Bible, it stated that the seed of man was contaminated by the fallen angels, right? And that is written. That is not conspiracy theories. Go read your Bible about when the angels see the daughters of men and they come unto them and they have a tribe of Nephilim. Go look it up. Go look it up. It's written. Right? So right here they are letting you know that when you're pregnant, your pregnancy comes under demonic attacks every single day, because evil do not take a day off. Right? So when you carry a healthy, bouncing baby, you need to give thanks to the Creator, regardless of your position or your religion. If you have a healthy, stable child, give the Creator the glory, because while you were pregnant, your pregnancy came under spiritual attack. And in this movie, they are showing you that. Freddie even take it a step further to try to feed the child, right? Try to feed the child demonic spirits, souls that he have killed, right? How twisted can you get? And guess what the name of the unborn child is? Jacob. And many of you might not know this, and this is written, but the one you all call Jesus, Yeshua, the Lion from the tribe of Judah, that is the seed that he came into this world from. And right here, Freddie is telling you that he wants to corrupt the seed, and he wants that seed for himself. Because if you remember, there was twins in the stomach, right? There was Esau and Jacob, right? And they were fighting because there were two nations. So Freddie's letting you know that he wants the seed. And I'll be getting to this Esau and Jacob situation and explain it a bit more so you understand, because the Bible did not give us the full 100 on Esau and Jacob. There's a lot going on right there. And it is through the seed of Jacob that the 144,000 will be coming as well. And the 144,000 is not in heaven, they are on earth, right? But they have not been woken up by the Most High. The Most High will choose the 144,000, and that will be very interesting to see who he will choose. Whether he will choose man and woman, or man alone, or woman alone. We don't know, right? We do not know the moves that the Most High will make, but I'm eagerly anticipating it because I just feel he's about to make a move. Now, that is where the 144,000 is coming from, and it is so interesting that they should call his unborn child Jacob, to see how important Jacob is to the Most High and to quite a lot of prophecies. Right? And that is why the Bible tells us that we should be graceful, because we do not know if we are entertaining angels, right? And the 144,000 are basically mini angels, mini me, right? That the Most High placed on the earth to do his work, right? Understand, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, and there's a lot to this story. Right? And in this section also, Freddie lets you know just how he came into his powers, how he ended up being immortal, so he feels. Now, they have a meeting, right, in Dreamland with another character, and Freddie had this to say: "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but nothing will ever kill me. Well, let's see now. First they tried burning me, then they tried burying me, but this is my favorite. They even try holy water, but I just keep on ticking because they promised me that." So the man said they, and he said this: "The dream people, the ones that gave me this job. I am forever. Too bad you're not." So Freddie let them know that he signed a deal. Right when the parents were burning him in part 1, the dream people, the dream demons, come around and gave Freddie a deal. Notice the word that Freddie said, a job. He didn't say they gave him a life. They gave him a deal. They gave him a job. Sorry, not a deal. They gave Freddie a job. That's the language. Not a life, but a job. A job to go around and kill people's children. Imagine that. And also pay attention to the colors that Freddie have on his sweater or jumper in some countries, which is green and red. Now, which season do you associate the colors green and red? Christmas. Right? And whether you want to believe it or not, Christmas is the most satanic and it is the most wickedest time of the year. Many people will think it's Halloween, but it's actually Christmas, right? And it is a time when most people celebrate and take part in this wicked celebration, wicked lie celebration. And those green, that red represents the blood sacrifice which goes on in December. The green represents the trees that the ancient pagans used to worship, those Christmas tree that we chop down, put in our house and decorate with silver and gold, and many of us worship them. I will get into a whole lot with my short Christmas series that I will be doing in the next couple days. Right now, carrying on with Freddie and his deal that he made with these demons. Right now, if we go further into this movie, then we see a chart. Right, look for that chart. The chart is in one of the counselors or doctor's office, and he's explaining to his colleague what this chart is. Now, on the chart, it marks Emerson County Museum. So he get this chart from the museum, and he's saying that these are ancient dream demons. Supposedly, they roam the dreams of the living till they find the most evil, twisted human imaginable. Then they give them the power to cross the line, turn our nightmares into reality. Right now, what I find interesting is that the poster have Emerson County Museum. What are they trying to tell us? Because we all go to these museums, we look at the artifacts, we look at the posters, and we all say it is just mythology. Understand that nothing from these ancient lives is mythology. It was all real. All those gods and goddesses, all those saints, it was all real. That was what Noah had to deal with. That was what the time of Babylon was about. The time of Egypt, it was a time of magic, dark magic. Right? And that is why the Most High had to destroy these civilizations, because they were up to no good. We only get a small bit of information from the holy books. Right? We do not get the full 100 as to what was really going on. And it was a lot. It was an extremely cruel time. And that is what they're trying to bring back into this reality. They're trying to bring back ancient Rome. They're trying to bring back ancient Babylon, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece. All of those ancient civilizations, they're trying to bring it back in one new world order. That is what it is all about. Bringing the old ones back. Right? But it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, because they are planning, and the Most High is getting ready to wipe it all out, because they probably think, because the Most High remained so quiet over these centuries and allow them to do more and even more, they think the Most High have gone soft. He haven't. Because he haven't said anything doesn't mean that he gives his approval for you to destroy his creation. Right? You all should be worried. Right? Do not worry about the one that's saying the most, but worry about the one that is saying nothing, because it will not happen. Right? Your Babylonian, Greece, Roman, Egyptian utopia that you're all planning will come to a crashing end. And it will be a surprise, because the Most High uses the element of surprise. He will creep up on you when you least expect it. People know that these entities are nothing to play with. Do not make deals. Right? Now, in the movie, we see when they manage to get Freddie out of the dream state into reality for them to destroy Freddie, we see these three demons flying out of Freddie's body. And guess what? They were laughing as they were flying away, because they were able to trick him, use him to do their bidding, then they abandon him. And that is exactly what they're going to do with a whole lot of you who is signing devil deals with these entities and entertaining them. They will use you and then abandon you. That is how perverted cowards behave. Now, let me introduce you to my little friend. Now, Hollywood have been showing you the black aliens for years. right? They have been showing you in these movies. Now, many say ancestors, some say angels, some say gods, but know that this is what the one they call Jesus, Yeshua, Yehoshua, the Lion from the tribe of Judah. This is what the avenging angels look like. Right? He's not going to be coming on a white horse with blonde hair and blue eyes to save you. No one is coming that is looking like that. No, I have a public service announcement to make to all these entities. For the past couple weeks, I've been engaging in spiritual warfare because you're all trying to put a wedge between me and the Lion from the tribe of Judah. You're trying to get us to separate. You're trying to get us to be at each other's throat, and it's not working. Right? It has failed. And when you see that your big plan has failed, you decided to try and humiliate me, to drag me through the muds, and your little plan that you've all orchestrated, that don't go unnoticed and it won't go unpunished. Right? Because I'm not your toy. I'm not here for you to drag through the muds. I'm not a chess piece. Right? I'm not here for every demons to come and kick. I'm not kick the toya. It doesn't work. Right? And you all better pray that no member of my team is a part of the 144,000 or receive powers. Least of all, yours truly, because I'm coming for your head. The disrespect that you have pulled off, it will not be tolerated and it will not be forgotten. Right? And if I cannot do it, the Lion from the tribe of Judah that you all call Yeshua, Yehoshua, or even Jesus, my little friend, he will do a fantastic job of it. Right? Because he's gonna snatch your crown with your heads attached to it. So go run and tell a friend that the whipping that you are getting is on its way. Right? Your disrespect won't be tolerated, but I will continue to pray and continue to gather strength as you try to destroy me and my reputation. As I say, glory be to the Most High.